there, excited to see you. We're gonna do some upper body stuff today. I want you to start with a door frame and just put your hand at about shoulder height and twist away so you can open up the chest and the front of that shoulder. And you might have just a tiny bit of mobility, you might have a ton, it doesn't matter. Just leaning into that door frame, stretching it out a bit. And then when that feels good, take it to the other side. And same thing, hand at about your shoulder height, lean it away. And it doesn't have to be formal. It can just be however it feels good. Just give yourself a gentle twist, feeling it across that pec major, feeling it in the front of the shoulder, and then feeling that back. Perfect. All right. I've got some tall stools here. You can do this with a chair or a tall stool. Just make sure it's not gonna slide, okay? All you're doing is walking your feet out, and you've already stretched the front of those shoulders. So just stretch into it a little bit more. Make sure this feels comfortable. I am gripping the seat and I have my feet firmly planted on the floor, about a hip distance apart. Now I'm going to about a 90-degree angle, you can see with my elbow, but I'm gonna walk it out a little bit so it's a more open angle. Okay, so that is putting me in that 90-degree angle. You can stay closer and you can only dip a tiny bit, that's fine too. Or you can walk it all the way out and work. Now as you're doing the dips, you're doing a really great stretch in the front of the shoulder. So stretch and dip. And just like we were doing a couple days ago, speed is not what matters. Speed is actually a liability because you can't feel what's going on. Whew, I'm totally feeling this. And I'd say again, go for maybe 10 of them. Just until you start feeling it. Then take a seat and stretch those arms. Sitting like this, rock those arms up and down gently. That's your rotator cuff. Good, and it's important to get mobility in the rotator cuff. Putting it here, rotate it out. Don't go fast, don't push into something that doesn't work. Good. Breathe. Great. And then last time on the counter, we faced it head on. This time you're going to face it right here on the side. And all you're doing is pushing and pulling. Now, I've got one leg up, and I'm pushing it out, down, and out. And my elbow does push towards a straightened position. And again, about 10 of them. Good. And I'm controlling how much weight I put on it. Like I could wrap my foot there and put a whole heck of a lot more weight on it, but I'm making sure I'm not leaning my body forwards or backwards. Good. See what my timing is? Yay, we're good. Then on the other side, and same thing. You can just do it a little bit, or you can do it a lot of bits. But it's hugging that upper arm into the body and then pushing away. 8, 7. Do it until you feel it. This side is a little weaker for me. This makes it harder. But don't do this and make it about your body. Make it about that arm. Even if it's just a tiny little lean like that, that's better than nothing. And then coming right back to your chair, to your stool, to your couch. And I want you to do your last set of 8, all the way down. Breathe. Breathe. Your full range of motion is probably different than my full range of motion, which is good. 3, keep going. 2, 1, and then when you come out of that, stretch that chest, reach it up, get one tricep down. the other tricep. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.